Good morning, everybody. Can you hear me in the back? Yep, great. So welcome to my session, which is a repeat of one which I did a couple of days ago with slightly less success with networking. So hopefully today will be good. So my name is Bhavik Merchant. I'm a senior program manager with the Power BI team. And I've had the opportunity to work with the RS team who have built a lot of the stuff I'm going to show you today. So the session is entitled Microsoft Power BI End-to-End Enterprise Reporting. And I'm going to tell you how this new capability that we'll introduce fits into our overall enterprise story. And I'll refer you to some sessions at the end where you can get more information about this kind of vision that we have. So let's jump right in and define what paginated reports are to begin with. So I've borrowed a quote from one of our MVPs, and this quote is actually a few years old, because operational reporting or paginated reporting is actually the way reporting started. You know, if you go back 10, 15 years, before we had all these cool click and point, kind of exploratory tools like Power BI, we had standard operational reports, SQL Server Reporting Services, Crystal reports, tools like that. So a paginated report is really something that is designed to give us information that we know we need. And the examples you can see up there are things like invoices, account statements. You can see they're pretty text heavy. That's not to say that paginated reports don't have charts and graphs and things like that, and we have all those capabilities. But traditionally you see when you have many pages, you need fine control over where things go. So your target is a printed report or a PDF export or something like that. So you want to know exactly where things are going to go because you want the same result every time. You also want additional features that you might not want in a web-based interactive report or a mobile report that you see on a screen. So let's jump in and look at some of those capabilities that you typically define paginated reports. So I've highlighted the main points in blue here. I already mentioned, highly formatted, and you might also hear pixel perfect, exact control over where things go. It's a letter size page. I want my header to be, X many inches across. I want spaces to be, 1 inch on each side, that kind of stuff. I want page numbers in the bottom. I want those to repeat on every page, that kind of stuff. You also want additional features that enterprises look for, like scheduled delivery. I'd like to be able to get that report as an attachment in my inbox. I want to deliver it to a file share, for example, things like that. Reuse is also something that you'd look for. Can I embed these reports inside other applications, inside my intranet portal and stuff like that? So these are typical features that you see, and let's not forget the last one, security and auditing. Who's doing what and who can access what, right? That's important. So I think if you add all these together and you can provide these capabilities, you've got an enterprise reporting platform. So the next slide just gives you a couple of examples, and it compares and contrasts operational reports with interactive or analytical reports. So on the right-hand side, you'll see an example of a typical Power BI report. It's designed to be interacted with. You may be clicking on various things. They will cross-filter and cross-highlight each other, and you might not even know the answer that you want. You will play with the data until you arrive at a conclusion. You might share it with somebody. And often these type of reports are transient. They won't live there forever. You might have them published for a few months, and you might iterate on them quite a few times. That's quite different to an operational report, which we have on the left, which is a fixed format, and it might be produced quite regularly on a weekly basis or on a monthly basis. And financial reports especially are a good example of that. So let's talk about paginated reports now in the Power BI context. So I want to share with you at least the medium-term vision as to how we see paginated reports kind of fitting into the Power BI ecosystem. Now, the team responsible for this is being very careful to not just bolt on an additional service into Power BI. So when I say bolt on, I'm referring to SQL Server Reporting Services. So who is not familiar with SQL Server Reporting Services? Okay, so everybody knows it. That's great. So what we're doing is bringing that SQL Server Reporting Services capability into Power BI. So that same RDL format that you are familiar with, that's been around for a long time with a few iterations, that's the exact report format that you will see working inside Power BI. So at the moment, we don't support every single feature, and I'll show you some of those things when I get to the end of the presentation. But as we iterate over the next few months, you'll see more and more stuff coming in, and the aim is to try to reach feature parity with the on-premises products where it makes sense. And what I mean by that is, if you have certain capabilities that already exist in Power BI, like sharing, for example, this concept of shared data sets, for example. We don't want to just put that next to Power BI and say, great, you've got two different experiences. We don't think that'll be a good idea for anybody, really. So what we're working through right now is trying to harmonize the experience to make it feel like it's part of Power BI and to really carefully think about features that overlap and how we can do that right so that the experience is seamless and consistent for you guys, our users. So just coming back to the diagram now, I've got authoring, deployment, and kind of consumption, which is a typical kind of flow we see. So at the moment on the left-hand side, you'll continue to use Power BI Desktop to build interactive reports. You can build data models, you can mash up data sources, the same stuff we see. At the bottom, we've got Visual Studio or Report Builder. These are the typical tools that have been used over the years to build paginated reports, your RDL reports. So for the moment, we're going to continue to use those tools. There's some caveats which I'll mention at the end, and I actually have a longer session, the full breakout on this topic tomorrow morning at 11:30. So if you want to just see more of the demo and get more of the technical stuff, maybe come in halfway to my session, and that'll be good timing, and I can run you through, gateway configuration, sharing a few of those things. So at the moment, the idea is you can use these two tools as you've always been, still deploy it into Power BI, and you can then have them on the SaaS platform, in Power BI Embedded as the PaaS platform, and also on premises in Power BI Report Server. And just a quick note on Power BI Report Server. I guess that's where this kind of vision first kind of started becoming concrete. The vision being, let's blend all these capabilities together and give you a true enterprise reporting platform that can handle different types of reporting needs and capabilities. So Power BI Report Server has been around for a couple of years now, and what we're now doing is bringing those same set of capabilities into the cloud service. So we took Power BI and brought it on-prem. Now we want to take SQL Reporting Services and take it to the cloud. On the consumption side, embedding and stuff in Dynamics and so on, that's not there yet, but that's part of the vision, hence medium term. Now, on the tooling story, we're still considering what we do to modernize the tooling experience. Do we modernize Report Builder? Do we build a completely new tool that sits alongside Power BI Desktop? Or do we use Power BI Desktop to build both types of reports? That's undecided at this point, but it's something we're working on, and we'll share more news as we make these decisions. So let's jump into reporting options. Now we've got all these different reporting options. You've got on-premises, you've got cloud. So let's just look at, from a Microsoft perspective, how can you do reporting? Well, SQL Server Reporting Services, we've all known. We have Power BI Report Server that came along next, and Power BI Service, that's our cloud service. And really, the bit in red is the paginated reports capability. So you can see, really, if you want the full suite of capabilities, you really want the Power BI Cloud Service, because that's really our focus. Cloud is really where we can innovate quickly, we can deploy, pretty much every week, every month, and we keep you guys up to date with the latest improvements in the technology. So the star there is the bit we're talking about today, bringing SQL Reporting Services capabilities into Power BI. So let me do a quick demo of where we're at with this technology. Okay, so I've landed on my Power BI homepage. Some of you might not have seen that. That's a preview of the new home capability, which I'm not going to talk about much today. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly switch to a workspace which has this capability enabled. So if I zoom up, you'll see I've got this Ignite Barvik workspace with the little diamond next to it. The diamond signifies that it's a premium workspace. So at the moment, this capability will be coming out in premium first. We do have plans to take that same capability and bring it to the shared service. It's simply a case of the technical constraints. The shared service works completely differently to the premium, which is more like a VM, effectively. So we started there, and then we'll be bringing the capabilities to the shared service. So that looks empty, but I'm going to click on my reports. And if I zoom up, you'll see I've got, oops, not there. So you'll notice the icons here are slightly different. The one on top with the little bars, that's the icon you'll see for a typical interactive Power BI report. When you now have these RDL reports, you will see a different icon, which is the country sales performance one there, signifying that this is the paginated report. So let me run one of these reports for you. Okay, so I have a report that's now come up. It doesn't really look like a paginated report right now. We haven't drawn a border around it to show you a page or anything like that. But if I scroll down, you'll notice that right at the bottom, I've got this footer. It's got a timestamp over there, it's got a page number. These are typically things you see in paginated reports. If I scroll back up, the header up here also is going to be repeated on every page. So let me navigate through a few of these pages and show you what that experience looks like. So I've now switched to the next page and I have a completely different visual there. It's a table with some, some bar charts in them. Now I've actually told the engine that I wanted to break the page and start that on the new page. And that's something you typically see in paginated reports also. So at the moment we've got the ability to download this report. We've also enabled the export capabilities. So, these are the typical export formats that we saw in SQL Reporting Services. And you can see how the team has, really blended the UI into Power BI. So it almost looks like you're looking at a typical analytical Power BI report. So I'm just going to do an export to a PDF just to show you, that proper page sort of view that you'd expect if you were printing. So that's happening. I'm just going to open that up. And I'll zoom out a bit. And you'll notice I've got various pages with different kinds of information here. I'll just zoom up here a little bit to demonstrate. We've just put a few of the charting features in here. And we've got some tables with some conditional formatting and stuff. So that's the idea. You've got a typical paginated report. Now, I just want to quickly jump to a different one. So let's go to my account statement here. So this one has examples of more types of parameters. Parameters can cascade, as you're used to in SQL Reporting Services. So location can't be clicked until I pick a buying group here. Now we'll just pick a few of these. And I'll run that report. So my data source here happens to be SQL Azure, and I'll talk about data sources in a second. But I just wanted to highlight a couple of the other features here. Something you typically want to do in a paginated report is, you run through groups of things. So in this case, I had a buying group and I had stores under the buying group. So when I pick multiple stores, this report knows that it needs to summarize each of the stores. So it has a summary on top, and then every invoice will be on a new page. And then you might have summaries and things at the bottom. So these things, again, are typical things that you do in paginated reports that you wouldn't do in an analytical report, which is typically on one page. And multiple pages generally have different views of the data. Okay, so I'm gonna flick back to my presentation. So let's talk about how you can host and manage these reports. I talked about them being available on the premium capacities. So let's see which premium capacities. So when we talk about premium, there are multiple SKUs in the premium ecosystem. You will not get it on the embedded SKUs or the A1, 2, and 3 SKUs. The reason for that is really the power of those capacities. You need a certain level of grunt, you need a certain level of memory to be able to handle this workload. So P1, P2, P3, all fine. From the A SKUs, A4, 5, and 6 will support this workload too. And what we're suggesting is, if you want to try out this capability, but you don't want to buy the P1 SKU because of the way you need to license that, you can actually just get the Azure subscription version, right? Get an A4 SKU, you can actually deploy that workload on there, and you can still test out this capability once it becomes available in the near future. We also have some guidance around the minimum allocated memory. So by this, we mean that we're going to give you some administrative control. As you may know, on a premium node, so a P1, P2, P3, or the others, now that we are adding this SQL reporting services or RDL workload, you have multiple workloads, competing for resources. So you want to be able to govern how much memory do I want to allocate this workload. You might want to do more paginated work, less of the other work. And this also applies to workloads like CDS, the Common Data Service that is coming to Power BI Premium. With all these things living in the service, you want to be able to just set those controls to make sure that nothing is kind of taking too much of the resources and other workload types aren't suffering. So let me finish off by talking about what we're going to be doing in the initial release and then beyond. So in the initial release, the vast majority of the core reporting features are supported. By core reporting features, I mean features that you expect to be working inside the report. Stuff you saw today, conditional formatting, tables, charts, maps, Some of the other features are still being worked on and finalized. So things like toggling could be done in the RDL reports where you can expand and collapse. They're finalizing some of those features, and we deploy pretty often. So we expect by the time we have this preview available, all that stuff will be working. Data source support, it's important to note that in the initial preview, we'll support SQL, so that's SQL on-premises, SQL Azure, and analysis services, both on-premises and Azure. But the plan is to have the other data sources supported as soon as possible, because obviously you have more data sources than just SQL Server and analysis services. One of the things I want to highlight is a big focus is coming on supporting Power BI data sets. So what we mean by this is you can build a Power BI data model, right? Bring all the data in, mash it up, clean it up, combine it, add your calculations. You could publish that model, but now wouldn't it be great to just use that model in a paginated report? So that's what we're going to be bringing for you. And what we'll be leveraging here is the XMLA endpoint. So if you went to one of the other presentations where they announced this feature coming, we're going to be using the same feature that we're giving you to connect to the data model from a paginated report. So this gives you that single source of truth and not having to, be stuck with, an RDL report can't talk to a Power BI data set, so now I have to duplicate logic and that kind of stuff, which nobody ever wants to do. It's not a best practice. So some of the other stuff we'll be looking at is subscriptions. That's something that SSRS was extremely popular for. The ability to have data-driven subscriptions where you can say, hey, I want these reports to run at the end of the month, and I want you to deliver them to this group of people, or I want you to do, email to these guys and PDF dumped in a file share or in SharePoint and those kind of things. So this is one of those features where we need to carefully think about how we do this, because Power BI has its own version of kind of alerts and subscriptions right now, and we want to make sure that we actually have this harmony, that it works the same. And in fact, we think that some of the SSRS capabilities should kind of move into Power BI because it does some of those things really well. So I'm not going to talk through all of those, but those are just some of the examples of features that need to be worked on and deployed as the preview matures. So that's kind of where I wanted to finish off. That's where we're kind of heading with it. I've got a few minutes, so I'll take a couple of questions. If you don't get a chance to talk to me, I will be at the Power BI booth just behind here. So come and chat to us there. We can show you more demos and things like that. But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover today, guys. So thanks for your time.